Guys, what's going on? So the Dodge Charger EV is starting to hit showroom floors, and I don't know that anybody's really all that excited about it. I'll put it to you like this. Dodge used to be the company that would showcase their product in the most America way possible, right? You'd have one car sliding this way, another sliding that, tires, smoke, rock and roll music, bald eagles, all of that. You're just not seeing that with this new EV. In fact, the push is practically non-existent, save for Dodge inviting some influencers out to try the thing out, take it for a spin, and I guess report their findings. Not really all that impressive. I will tell you this, it's very telling when a company goes from being so engaged with their core enthusiasts to being so utterly disinterested in what those enthusiasts have got to say, and bringing them a product that nobody frankly even asked for. I get it, EVs are a very political thing, and this was a politically motivated product, but come on, at least pretend like you like it. This is really coming off like almost like a deadbeat dad type of a situation where, you know, the parent wants nothing to do with the kid. Well, that's a lot the kind of the sense that I get from Dodge with this EV. But to step it over a little bit, it's also starting to feel that way a little bit about the Hurricane 6-cylinder powered variants of the same car. See, here's the thing. The Hurricane 6-cylinder engine, whether you're a huge fan of it or not, it ain't a V8, and for a lot of Dodge fans, if it's not a V8, they're certainly not interested, but for a lot, they would have been interested and probably would have embraced this new power plant with open arms had it been put into a much more sporty platform. See, one thing I haven't mentioned about this is when I said nobody asked for this car, I mean this exact car. This thing is a monstrosity. It's huge. It's about, I don't know, 6 or 9 inches longer than a Dodge Durango SUV. It is humongous in terms of height, width, and length. Everybody that had ever had a criticism of a Dodge, even their most outright fans, would say they wanted something sporty or something that could maybe be a little bit better on track, in meaning handling, but more to the point, more like the Mustang. Well, this thing went the exact opposite direction. It's bigger than the outgoing cars, and so when I say that nobody's excited about it, they're not excited about it for every reason to not be excited. One, it's an EV, and nobody likes EVs apparently if you're on the Dodge camp. Two, it doesn't have a V8, and regardless of how much power a 6-cylinder makes, it'll never have the auditory charm that a V8 can deliver. And third, it's freaking huge, and nobody was asking for a bigger car than the outgoing Challenger and Charger. So guys, look, whether you're a fan of this car or not, whether you're a fan of what you've seen of it, it doesn't really matter. The overwhelming consensus, at least on my channel with 14,000 strong subscribers, is that not one of them will be convinced to part ways with their hard-earned dollars from one of these cars. So say what you will about it in the comments, but I can promise you this, of the number of people that have been watching every one of these videos that I've seen out lurking around on the internet, I would venture to say that there might be a grand total of 2 to 3% that would possibly buy one of these cars. And with the number of issues that this thing is already having as it hits dealerships, I have a feeling that the 100% of those folks will probably be convinced through their experience that they don't want to have any more part of it anymore. See, that's the other thing I failed to mention. Yeah, these cars are hitting the dealerships now, but they're starting to run into problems already. Minor and major problems are abounding as this car is going through the process of being made ready for public consumption. Issues anywhere ranging from, I know that there was issues with trunks popping, internal electronics, all the way to the car just not doing automobile things. Basically, it just doesn't move. There's been some reports of that too. So, golly, man, you know, Dodge, how weird, how far they have fallen. You know, it wasn't that long ago, just a few years, really, where if you were looking for the quintessential American muscle car, you didn't look any further than Dodge. I mean, the Mustang really wasn't ever considered a muscle car. And, well, the Camaro is already gone, but even when it was around, it was just an also-ran to compete with the Mustang. It was never a true big brute of an American beast with that big cubic inch engine and the look and the styling of those old school, just flat out dead sexy muscle cars from back in the past. No, not anymore. Now we're stuck with this thing that looks really more like a cartooned up version of what a muscle car might be. In other words, something that you might see more of a caricature of the muscle car, not the muscle car true to itself. Add to that, no V8, a 6-cylinder, and a small one at that. You know, you'd have thought they could have done a little bit better and been a little bit more creative with this. Bigger displacement, 6 or what have you, but listen, I'm no engineer, at least not working for them, and I can tell you that there are reasons why you might want to go the route that they did, but I'm failing to find them. Anyway, long story short, Dodge has fallen so far away from its roots that I just don't know that they can keep and retain their current brand loyalists, I guess. You can only blow so much smoke for so long, right? At this stage of the game, so many people are running away from the brand that I'd be surprised if we still had a brand to talk about in the next 3 to 5 years. But that's just my opinion. Guys, post up your comments. Let me know what you think about this thing, and we will catch you on the next one. Later.